Marc Laurenson here, and the question I'm going to answer today is what is the difference between the mean node and the true node? And the answer to that is not a lot. And when I say not a lot, I mean as far as our degrees are concerned, it's roughly about 1 degree difference between the mean node and the true node. So it's really not going to make a huge difference in your birth chart which one you use. Now, saying that, I will say that if you have the mean node at, say, 29 degrees of a sign and the true node at 0 degrees of the next sign, then it is going to make a big difference. And I will talk about that in a minute, but I just want to tell you about the mean node and the true node as far as what they actually are. Now, the true node is the actual movement of the moon. The moon does make a wobble. It has a kind of a vibrating effect as it is orbiting. And so the true node takes this vibration in, so to speak. And so what happens here is that the moon goes into station for a couple of days. And occasionally it will actually go direct for a handful of days as well. So the true node actually takes in the real movement of what the moon is doing. Now, the mean node doesn't take in this wobble effect at all. What the mean node does is it mathematically smooths the wobble out. So you have got the rotation of the moon without it doing its little erratic shake. And so the mean node has a feeling of this is the actual movement of the moon mathematically in its orbit without it having to go through its little wobble. So there is no, is the true node better than the mean node or the mean node better than the true node? That is going to be up to the astrologer, which one he uses, as I said. Neither one is better than the other. As I said, the only effect in your chart would be if the 1 degree makes an aspect even tighter, by using one than the other, then you might want to have a look at that. But as I said earlier on, when I was talking about the one node being in the 29 degrees of one sign and the other node being in the 0 degrees of another sign, when I have this in a reading myself, I will take in both. I will take in both because I know of people in my life, people that I'm close to, and also clients that not only probably go towards one node than the other, and it's not always going to be the true node or the mean node. It can flip-flop. And some of them actually have a combination of both nodes. They truly do. I know people who are very close to me, and I recognize both nodes in their nodal story. And so for me, I will always feel on a certain level like I will have to blend them, so to speak, or when I'm in a client situation, I will actually talk to the client about particularly the south node memory of one sign and then the south node memory of another. And if they do err towards one than the other, then I will go with that one. So as I said, there's not going to be a huge difference. The nodes always going to be retrograde. They are retrograde by design. The difference between the true node is that it does shake, goes stationary for a little while, and can actually go direct for a handful of days as well. So there is no such thing as one node, as I said, being better than the other. It's up to you with the one that you feel comfortable with.